Hey, today I'm going to be talking about managing product categories, tags, and attributes. This is a way for you to assign information to your product as well as allow people to search your products. Categories are the primary way to group products with similar features. Think of it as like a table of contents for your product. These are going to be larger categories like worksheets, learning with children's literature, digital downloads. If you're not in music, you might have something like math, science, science of sound, things like that. Tags are another way to relate products to each other. And the tags are much more specific. They're kind of like a index for your product. So in this case, I have instrument families, instrumental orchestra, lesson plans, subplans, worksheets, and I could totally keep going with my tags. Now, a product attribute, those are a way to group products. And then you can use those groupings in one of two ways. You could actually use it to filter your products, or you can use it to create a variable product, which I actually did do, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So in this case, I created an attribute called color, and then I actually created an individual product for each attribute. You do not have to create a product for the attribute. You can just apply the attribute to the product. And I know that sounds very, very confusing. So I'm going to show you the difference. So here is my testing product. It's just one I used only for testing purposes. So first let's look at my categories. So let's pretend, since this has a picture of ukulele, that it's about ukulele. And these are dot stickers, something about dot stickers. Maybe it's a worksheet that goes along with the dot stickers. And then for my tags, if you start typing a word, it will pull up some of the ones you already have. Click add and it'll add those tags right there. If you click choose from the most used tags, it'll show you the ones that you've used the most. This is not a comprehensive one. Like I said, they were worksheets, so I'm gonna add worksheets. Then I'm gonna go ahead and click update. There's two places that you can add categories and tags. You can add them directly on your product page. Just click add new category. And for product tags, if you just type in a tag that you've never used, like I've never used cupcakes. See how it just did a little search there? It was looking for something. So it pulls up tags I already have, and then it won't pull up if I don't have it. And if you click add, it will add a tag. Or you can come over here on the side and go to products, categories, and tags. So here's my tags, and I went ahead and added a description for each of my tags, just in case that description appears somewhere. And I have mine set that if they, for example, if they happen to view my activities page, then it puts my description right there. And then for the product categories, I actually added a picture as well. And the reason why I did that is because sometimes when I list out my categories, I want a picture to show. So for example, I have my featured categories up here. These are some of like my best-selling items. And then right now I don't have my thumbnail for the category set to show here. So you can just add your category right over here, and I added a little description. Again, my description is going to appear here on my theme. Now the attributes, you may choose to use them or you may choose not to use them. There's a couple ways you can use the attributes. First off, if you want an attribute just to apply to one product, then you can just add that here and you could call it. And those are only going to apply to this product. If you want your attributes to be available for all products, doesn't mean you have to apply them, then you're going to go ahead under products, attributes, and you'll see I already have one called color. So I'm going to do one that's called grade level. And enabling archives means that there would be a page for it, kind of like here there is a page for my free products, for my product category. In this case, like my color, I don't need people to be able to search turquoise things in my store. That's not appropriate. Then I'm going to reload my product page so that I have these options that I just did. And now I want to go to attributes. Oh, let's remove the cupcakes. So now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click add. And then now I can select terms. So let's say that this one's appropriate for first, second, and third grade. And I'll click update. Then we'll view the product. So right now, if you have it marked visible on the product page, it is automatically going to appear under additional information. And because I have archives here, you can click on the archive page. Now the reason why I have no products found matching my selection is because this is a hidden product. So if I made it, I'm going to make it hidden again real quick, but just to show you, now you'll see my testing product show up there under first grade. So I don't particularly like that the attributes are hidden over here under additional information. So I'm actually going to add some custom code to my site to stick them up here. I'm not going to go in length on how to do that. If that's something you're interested in, just reach out to me. So through the magic of editing in some code, you can see that I've removed the additional information, and I went ahead and added the product grade levels and attribute right here. And so they can click directly on it, and it can take them to the archive pages for that. So I may not want all of these to actually show on the product page, but it's pretty easy to remove a specific one. You're just going to go up to edit product, scroll down to attributes, choose the ones you don't want to show, unclick visible on the product page, save attributes, go up and update the product, click reload, and boom, only the ones that I've showed visible on the product page are actually visible. Now remember, I've added this via custom code. Otherwise, it would appear on that additional information tab. All right, so you can use categories, tags, and attributes in your sidebar as a way for buyers to filter products. So I'm going to go to Appearance, Widgets. And I'm going to add a category selection here. And then I'm going to add a tag cloud selection. Now the categories and tags will take you to the actual category page or the actual tag page, whereas the attribute filter, which I'm going to do in just a moment, will filter those products just on the shop page. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do filter products by attribute. I'm going to add that. And then I want to do grade level. We'll do a list. And the query type, so when they click on it, I want them to do the and. So if they clicked on 3rd grade and 5th grade, it's only going to show the ones tagged for 3rd and 5th. Click save. Oh, and I almost forgot that I have a separate WooCommerce sidebar, so I'm just going to drag those over to my WooCommerce sidebar. Again, that's a plugin that allows me to have different sidebars. So I loaded my shop page, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to go to the 5th grade page, and it takes me to the actual category for 5th grade. And then if I click product tags, it's going to take me to the product page for the tag I clicked. So originally the filters weren't appearing, and I realized I hadn't added enough of the grade levels to products, so I went and did that, and now they appear. So now if I filter by 3rd grade, it's going to show the ones that I went and quickly tagged 3rd grade. And then if I want to add 5th grade, it's going to show me the product that I've tagged 3rd and 5th grade. And I just tagged it random. This is a staging site. There's a lot more customizations you can do with the sidebar and filtering plugins. These are just the simple ones that are included with WooCommerce. You can actually set it up so that you can use only a certain selection of categories. There's lots of plugins for filtering. These are just the very, very basic ones. Covering how to filter your products in depth is for another tutorial another time. Now, if you're still confused about the difference between categories and attributes, because I mostly just use categories, I actually read a great article. And the article's by Joey Hauer. If you just Google attributes versus categories, this pulls up. And it basically says that attributes are something that describes the product, and it's not going to change. And they always use clothes. So they might say the shirt is red and the shirt is a t-shirt. That's not going to change. Where categories are a little bit more subjective, and they say that, you know, the category could be like spring style. Well, that might change, and it's subjective, and it's kind of, you know, just something that you've applied. Right now, I just use categories over attributes. I may change my line later. I just wanted you to see that those were available.